What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Uniden R7 that I just recently purchased. I got it about a month ago. I've been running it for probably the last couple weeks, and I just recently took it on a pretty decent road trip. I went down to Lake Havasu, so I wanted to kind of touch down on a few points about it. I wanted to go over the pros and the cons and what I really enjoy about it. So let's hop right into it. So, and also I forgot to mention, it also has already saved me from about 4 or 5 tickets. So this thing is already paid for itself. Highly recommend it. So first things first, the usual things that come out the box. I bought it used, so I don't have everything. I've already ripped it out the box and everything. But usually what it will come with is a connector port to update it, the firmware. It'll come with the R7. It'll come with the cigarette adapter, which I highly recommend hooking it up from a hard wire somewhere, tapping into the electricity that comes out of your mirror. There's a couple other places that you could tap to. You could tap to the fuse box. For as of now, I have just been running it just like this, with this little piece that connects to the windshield, and that's the only way I've been running it because I really just haven't had time to set it up. So the first thing I want to talk about why I think it is such a game changer is because of the range, and it also picks up multiple signals at the same time. So you can see whether you're picking up KA signals, which KA signals are most likely going to be the cops. The K signals can also be cops as well. So I always, if I see a K or a KA symbol or frequency, I always 100% slow down. If I see an X, which I actually think you should disable X because that's most garages. Some cars have X frequencies in them. If you see an X frequency, most likely it's a false alert. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on. You are going to get a decent amount of false alerts inside of the city because there's houses, especially in a city like Vegas. There's a lot of garages that also have K frequencies. There's cars that have K frequencies. So there's a lot of false alerts, but there's also a lot of things going on. So you can only do so much. You can go in the settings and manipulate all that to where it won't go off crazy on city mode. And then you can switch it to highway mode and it'll be back to picking things up from the longest range possible. But as of now, I have just kept it the exact same because I want to see, regardless of what kind of frequency it is, I just want to see what's going on miles away before I get there, because that is what's going to save you. So, and also the next best thing I would say is also the Uniden R7 does come with a directional arrow. And I think that is the one thing, that is the main reason actually why I went with the R7, because it's a little bit cheaper. The R8s are great, don't get me wrong. I think they even came out with an R8W, which is supposed to even pick up things even farther. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, I went with just this. It was cheap. I found it. I got a sick little deal on it. And the reason, like I said, the reason I got it is because of the arrows on there. The arrows, being able to see if it's behind you or in front of you is the best thing yet. And like I said, this thing has already saved me from about 4 or 5 tickets. I let my boy Mason use it to drive back to Vegas. He said it saved him 4 or 5 times as well. And that was just from one drive. So my philosophy was, and what I wanted to see is if this was worth it, if it had saved me at least once or twice, the thing already paid for itself. So it's already a great investment. But I really wanted to see firsthand experience if I thought it was worth it. And to be quite frank with you, this is 100% worth it, especially if you do a lot of driving, spirited driving, especially if you're on the highway or if you're going somewhere, vacations. This is such a great tool to have. Even if you're not really speeding, so to speak, if you're just cruising with the speed of traffic, at least you can see, okay, I got a KA signal that just popped up. It's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Let me get out of the fast lane so they can get the ticket and take the blow and you don't. So this is like what I've been trying to say is before I bought this, I didn't know if this was going to be worth the money. But I'll tell you right now, after owning it for a couple months, 100% worth the money. And if you're thinking about getting a Uniden, just make sure you get it a Uniden 7 and up, because those are the ones that have the arrows. And that is really what you want. So anyways, guys, this is going to be a short video. 10 out of 10. If you are questioning yourself, or if you're questioning if you think it's worth it, especially like I said, This isn't a pass to drive however you want. Obviously, what I'm saying is if there is cops using the radar or just riding around with their radios on, you will pick them up, and you will pick them up miles away. And that's what you want to be able to save yourself from a ticket. So, like I said, I'm not saying buy one and max out your car and hit the governor. But what I'm saying is if you use this as a device to help you, that is what it is exactly for. That's what it's intended for. So anyways, guys, it's going to close out the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be doing a couple more reviews. I just got the DJI mic, which I'm actually using right now with the GoPro. I wanted to use my iPhone, but you have to connect it via Bluetooth, and then after you connect it via Bluetooth, it actually does not sound as good because everything gets compressed. So that will be for a later time. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I got more content coming, and I'm going to be rebranding everything here pretty soon, and I will be selling t-shirts. So like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, I got t-shirts coming soon. Let's lock in, and I'll catch you guys all later. And as always, peace.
Man, it's the first night I'm using this bitch, and it already's catching cops. Look, he's up there. He just got somebody. Fucking locked in with the Uniden, bruh. Wow.